All right, after doing a review of Lost in Space
The Antimatter Man.
and us kind of wigging out about how the
How's-
go between positive and negative universe
Yes.
looks shockingly, surprisingly, not really like
It was very similar to the world between worlds
and
in Star Wars and, Rebels and Ahsoka.
and that was in 68,
Yeah.
67, and so it just reconfirms how much of a hack the Magic Cowboy is and can't create anything interesting. And what actually is the world between worlds?
Yeah, what is it? That's the thing. That's what got us thinking and talking about this.
Well, I was just pissed off at the visuals.
Really?
At the visuals of it. Because that's, when I saw that in that episode, I was like, oh, well, that's from Ahsoka. Look at that.
Then,
or Ahsoka stole that. Excuse me.
That in Lost in Space was more clearly defined what it was.
Oh, yeah.
It was a pathway between the two
worlds.
the two universes.
Yeah.
The matter and the antimatter universes.
Yeah.
And the world between worlds is very just vague and ambiguous what it is. I mean,
it's terrible because
because you're physically in this realm that is the world between worlds. Is like the
pocket dimension or nexus point, or and is it something that people that only with the Force can use?
No, it does seem like it is tied to the Force somehow because when you're in there, you hear all the different Jedi Masters' voices.
I think that was more of just member berries. That's member berries.
Well, yeah, but it's also like it is the living Force itself somehow or other, but you're physically in it. When it seems to me, it's more of a realm of consciousness,
psychokinetic construct.
Yeah, like okay, so and when Ezra pulled Ahsoka out of the fight with Vader, like he was looking at the past, but then he was actually able to physically interact with it and pull her out of there.
Obviously, somebody hasn't been watching their Doctor Who,
so they're both physically in this world between worlds,
all because of an owl.
And yeah, and in the Ahsoka series, the way it played out, it
was more like
she fell off a cliff and was unconscious and found herself teleported or transported into the world between worlds.
I'm just pissed off that
I mean, because that's
this is just more proof that he doesn't know what he's doing. He doesn't know how to write, and he steals from better stuff. And can't even change it and articulate it into something cool.
But the first thing that happens is she sees Anakin in there, so clearly he's become one with the Force, and like Master Yoda did, and like Obi-Wan did.
Well, you don't got to prove it to me.
So she can see and interact with her old master like that. Oh, but you can still physically interact with the outside world or what? And then they had the flashbacks to the Clone Wars and such too. Within the world within worlds, it's like, what the fuck is it really? It's very confusing what it really is.
Did the Magic Cowboy get a bad bottle of baby oil at a Diddy party?
It just
pisses me off.
It's just got us going on this. We're trying to wrap our heads around what the hell it really is. It seems like it's a realm of consciousness, not a physical plane
or an in-between point in universes.
But it's just proof that it doesn't make sense.
It's proof that the Magic Cowboy doesn't know what he's doing, and if you like Ahsoka or the Magic Cowboy, there's something wrong with you, and you should feel bad about it. Tell us what you think. Like, share, subscribe.